Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Nah, just kidding. What we have here is cleaning up around, trying to get my chaos area ready. And I decided to bring out my everyday carry to show you what I basically carry every day. Aside what's in the pack, this is what of the 10 C's I brought out, plus some other little items. So my containers is a Yeti, double walled. If I had to, I'd poke a hole in it, and I carry a thing of Gatorade. Now, if I need extra Gatorade, I have this, and I have Immune C, which is really good for a cold. So, along with that, I have a Sport. We'll get to that later. So, I have my containers. Here's my cover. Now, I have jackets, blanket in the car. So, this is my emergency cover. Combustible. I have a lighter with cargo tape on it. I have a Cornell lens, and I have a cheap little magnesium and parasite rod here. So it does work. So it actually sparks really well. I have a knife, which is part of my everyday carry. Now, a lot of this stuff I don't take into or some of the stuff I can't take into work because I can't have a knife or a multi-tool. But also have a multi-tool. Flashlight doesn't work anymore, but it's got the standard knife, can opener, file, fingernail, a couple screwdrivers. So keep that. Here is my container that I put a lot of stuff in. I have a magnet on the bottom, and I also have a cargo needle on the inside. So if I needed a compass, I can make one. So I have cargo or paracord, and then I have a light, multi-function. I do carry extra chargers in here, like I've got a charger and everything, so I can charge my work light if I needed to. I've got a power brick in here, so I can use that. I also carry a compass, and the Outboards is another one of my containers with a magnet on it. The extra things I carry extra vitamin C, I carry extra Gatorade, I carry a whistle, very loud military whistle. A couple P38s, little multi-tool here. I have a little square multi-tool there. And definitely a Sport, because I use that to eat with. Now this is a multi-tool for, it's for, let's just say industrial faucets. So if you're outside of a building and it has that little square thing on there, I have it. So you can pick this up at Amazon for 10 bucks. It's nice to keep in there in case you need to go urban and try to get some water, and it would be a good way to get some water if you needed to in the urban environment. But that's not the reason I did this. I came over here because I was clearing some brush, and I found that some other stuff I keep in here, anything that you use, nasal spray, eye drops. I've got ibuprofen, Tylenol, just anything that I use day to day. Extra pair of glasses. Keep sunglasses in here. That's our safety sunglasses, and some other stuff. But anything you want to keep in there, keep in there. I mean, it's your bag, baby. So that bag is some cough drops. I got Rolaids in there. In the bottom of this, I keep all kinds of braces, knee braces, ankle braces, wrist braces. That's just if I hurt myself at work or I need to. And always keep jerky around. So I've got water and food at my disposal. So that's not the reason I wanted to show you this. The reason I wanted to show you this is because my perimeter has been broken. And I don't like that. So I got a critter coming in here, dug under the fence. So I've got some traps, and I've got a snare that we're gonna build, but little Chucky, it's not coming in anymore. And if anybody wants to complain about that, not that anybody watches my channel, because really it's for my family. Hi family. It is completely legal to hunt groundhog. The reason I know this. All right, welcome back, family. Didn't really think that I would be using this to do this project, but you know, whenever I start something with a bag, I stay with that bag. So I may struggle a little bit, but I did put this bag. Now this bag is what I call my hunting bag. Slingshot, fishing stuff in here. We'll go over that a little bit later. I'm still working on it. Maybe my hunting / cooking bag, but we are going to get this loose. So what I have here is 18 gauge wire. Now the other traps that I have, they are basically coyote traps, and I've gotten a little piece of a groundhog before, but all this is wire. So what I'm going to do with this end, if I can find a loop, I'll just find a stick here. There we go. This will work. So all I'm going to do is loop this around, leave that tail out, and then twist it up. Now honestly, I should be wearing gloves for this so the animal doesn't smell me, but this animal is not going to last much longer than it already is. So I want to get a good bit. This is probably too much, but I'm going to weave it in and out of where I need to go. Typically, it's not that easy to just do this. I'm just trying something here because I've seen it done. I know it can be done. Therefore, I can do it, right? What I'm going to try to do, first thing is I'm going to run through here because I don't want the groundhog running back and forth. But I'm trying not to disrupt this plants. One of them. So I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it down into the hole because he's already dug his hole. He's already dug his hole. So all he needs to do is go through his hole because he already dug it, right? Bring that kind of, and it's not gonna be perfect as I want it to be, but basically I want it big enough that he gets his big fat butt stuck on there. And then I want it going through the wire enough that it doesn't break. Now, If he breaks it, he breaks it. But at least I tried. So I'm going to wrap this around here a few times. If anybody's been around 18 gauge wire, when it pulls, it pulls. Now you could do this with any type of board. What I like about wire, anyway, the thing I like about wire is it's very formable, meaning you can form it in any. So I've got it pretty close in there. Let me reposition the camera. Sorry about all the noises and the jittering. So it's pretty much in there. When he goes through, he's going to catch that wire. And it'll pull loose from the top, and it'll pull tight here. And good morning, family. Yesterday I touched base a little bit on trapping, just to solve a quick little problem. I did come back and put a cage over that so my dogs wouldn't get trapped by it, because they are lethal, or can be lethal. Since I was doing work over there, I didn't see anything in that trap this morning. Groundhogs are about the only thing you can trap that is legal to trap on private property. You can do what you want, which that's what this is. So I can do what I want. So today I want to talk to you about foraging. So you see I have weeds around me. I have tarps in the background. These weeds are actually edible. So this is thistle. Stinging nettle. You see I cut it down. I've been beating the crap out of this, walking over it and stuff. So I can cook that and eat it. Over here, looks like clover. Make sure I don't grab clover. Looks like clover, but it's yellow wood sorrel. So yellow leaves, or yellow flowers, and if you look closely, that these are not clovers, they're hearts. So that's how you can tell it's wood sorrel. Very good for you, very good in vitamins. I made a little bit with a tea yesterday and forgot the tea on the burner, and I burned everything up, including the pan. But this is like all over where my fire pit is, so I'm moving my fire pit. That's not what we're gonna go after today. We're gonna go after the easiest, most identifiable, the most nutritious, the one most, I think it's got the most vitamins. It's a simple dandelion. Now, I'm going to use this tool to get down to the roots. Now, the roots can be like 12, 16 inches long. So, do I want to get all the root? Do I want to keep dandelions in my yard? Not in my yard so much. Garden, I will. A lot of these these weeds, I'm going to keep in my garden as soon as I figure out how to prepare them, because some you do raw, some you put the raw leaves in tea, some you dry out and make like a powder, or a different powdery consistency, like I do with kratom. But we are going to be moving into the new camp. We're going to let this overgrow with our flowers and weeds and edibles. Just looking down, I see wild strawberries. I'm going to go ahead and fence this off again, just because I don't want the dogs back here. And they don't come back here, but I just would rather not eat anything that a dog peed on. The other thing, there's no pesticides ever been sprayed here in the last 10 years. So that's the other thing you want to look out for. Now, eating dandelions, when they pop up out of your yard, fine, you know, just trust them. So we're going to take the roots and we're going to chop up the roots and we're going to bake them in this. But I got to clean this up because this is all the char material that we made last time. So I've got that. Got my tools. Of course, gonna boil water. I can actually boil the leaves in here and then filter them out. Laugh at me now about my little coffee maker. All right. But there is one find I did find today, and I've been looking for Fatwood for a while. Now, I was at a men's breakfast today, and I saw this tree as soon as I sat down. It was the tallest one. I said, I bet you that's a red pine. Walked over to it. It had its 5 to 7 groups of needles on one stick, and then it had, right before that, it had two sets of needles. So I knew right there that it was red. And then I cut this and it was all nice and red and sticky. So I'm gonna cut this piece off, and once we get some dandelions, I'm gonna go ahead and start the fire. But I'm gonna cut this piece off, start the fire. I'm not gonna bore you with that because you know how long it takes me to start the fire. Hopefully it's not a problem, but we'll go from there. I do have, this is my hunting kit. The only thing I did is I added a mess kit and garlic, ginger, and turmeric. These are some of the things that you're going to want to really, they're really good for you. Ginger and turmeric especially. They have healing properties just like the dandelions do. I mean, antioxidants, colic. I think the only thing that it doesn't contain is estrogen. I mean, it's just a wonderful plant. I've been mowing it over for years. I did take a patch that I didn't mow over, so we're going to go from there. But I'll see you later, family. And just in case anybody wants to debunk me on this, that I didn't actually really cut this or whatever. I found some of this at another place, and it was dried out. So this is much better. pack. So what I'm looking at is this red ring. It's not, it smells like it. It's not what I really need from a fallen tree, but it will suffice for today. So I'm gonna process this and I'll be back. So this is my navy bag, which I have my marine knife in because marines are part of the Department of Navy. So as you can see, I got the fire going. It didn't take long. Just feeding it and, you know, oxygen and fuel. That's basically it. Too much oxygen, not enough fuel, you're not gonna have a fire. All right, get to the dandelions now. So I purposely didn't mow this yesterday because I wanted to harvest. As you can see, this area, sorry about my camera, my tripod is jittery. This area doesn't really have a whole lot of grass anyway. It's got all weeds. So, hear my fire cracking. So you can see, like, just around wild strawberries. Pretty cool, huh? See, these are everywhere, so I don't want to disturb those. I'll probably collect those as well. Typically, when you're foraging, you don't want to eat more than one plant because if you eat 5 or 6 different plants, you don't know, and you get a rash or something, you don't know if you're allergic or not. But a good way to tell if you're allergic is to grab a leaf, put it in your arm for about 15 minutes. If you have a rash, you're allergic. If you don't, you're not allergic. The other thing is to put the leaf or the berry to your lips. If you go numb, then you're allergic, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and eat this because I don't want to get it all messy because I already got mulberries all over me because I set up a bunch of big tarps and the mulberries are just collecting. Yesterday I set up a small tarp and I harvested about probably about a cup. Not much flavor to that. It's probably late in the season, so we're gonna find out if I'm allergic to that. But that's not what we're going after. We're going after dandelions. So, I see a flower here. I don't want just a flower. I want the whole plant. So we'll see where that lays down. We'll get the whole plant. Let's see how good this thing is by getting the whole root. There's a lot of flowers there. Gonna leave a big hole. Let's see what he gets. I got a little piece of the root. So this may not be the best. Let's try and get the rest of it. Now, this is not the best tool for a dandelion. So right along my driveway, right off the pad, is plantain. Okay, so this is a broadleaf plantain, and we're going to get to that hopefully next week. We're not going to harvest from here because this is where the dogs greet me, and they like to pee on this plant particularly. So if you ever want some plantain with some extra nutrients, feel free. Oh wow, look at our fire. So, went on a little mission. Most of them I found the roots like this, a couple big ones, but that tool didn't work out as much as I thought it would. It's a Dandelion tool. But, hey, it is what it is. Don't buy it. Don't buy it from Walmart. So, got some nice holes going in here now. Try to get this guy right in the center without hurting myself. It's not going with that, so we're going to do it that way. Alright, this guy, I'm just going to move stuff over. Okay, I think it's already boiling. Put that back over there. So, I'm going to go clean these up with the hose. Okay, I'm back. So, this is what the processed roots look like. No, I'm just kidding. Those are mulberries. I just laid a tarp out yesterday and caught them all. So, I was cleaning those too. So, anyway, I clean up the roots as much as possible. I'm going to cut these down into like little pieces. Put them right into my little baker oven. So all I'm going to do is roast it. So I'm going to put them in one of the containers without water. So the one that has water right now boiling, I'm going to go ahead and put these stems in, minus this. Yeah, whenever you're foraging, make sure that you only get the stems that you want, because if you get other stems and it's poison, it could kill you, make you sick. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. And I'm going to let them boil for a while. I'm going to check this guy. Oh, he's boiling. He's boiling big time. Hopefully it'll... I think I'm going to have to use a pad on that. So, I'm going to go ahead and throw the... Oh, I got to cut these up first. So, can you see me now? How about now? Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and cut those up and roast these. It's not like I'm going to eat any part of this. Strictly going to roast them and see what the coffee tastes like. So this is supposed to be a coffee substitute, where you're going to get your vitamins, I believe, could be wrong, but from the leaves and the flowers. This is going to give you other things, so it's best to just like eat the whole plant, you know. I'm not worried about any of this stuff. I've eaten worse. So that's all you do. I mean, you can take them inside. You could take all the tops, the flowers and stuff. You could put them in a jar of vinegar or like vodka for a month, and then you like the vodka, you'd be in the elixir. The one with vinegar, you take all that vitamin C and stuff. You can make teas out of it, so you wouldn't put vinegar in. But I mean, you can make all kinds of different things with this, with dandelions. I mean, look it up online. Have fun with it. Oh, they're pretty spicy. Fortunately, I didn't have a whole lot of time today. Saturday is my day to cook my lunches. So I'm just basically think we're boiled enough. Let me get some sticks. Because I don't think we want to touch that. So we'll let that cool. If I can get that guy up. So they're not brown yet. They need to be more of a brown. I'm gonna get that closer in there. So, the pan that I thought I ruined with my tea from the yellow wood sorrel, I was able to scrape all the sugar out of there. So let's look at color. It is green. Doesn't smell quite as grass, but it's got definitely a green smell to it. Like wood and green. It's hard to describe. Definitely bitter. It's good. It tastes just like coffee. It tastes just like coffee. I haven't had coffee in a couple hours. It tastes just like coffee. That's crazy. Oop, these are getting burnt. Good. Now, these, I imagine, are going to taste just like coffee. Where I should be today, but I think it's more important you guys know this stuff. Now the smoke's away, and now we're boiling. So I'm gonna let this boil for a little bit. Not gonna drink any more coffee today, or Dandelion, whatever. I think a lot of the vitamins just give me a really good boost of energy. I'm enjoying that, so I'm going to go ahead and burn myself. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off, so I have a little bit of liquid. Probably mix it with something, maybe later on today or tomorrow. I'm going to leave it at that. God bless you. You guys take care. And hey, train. Yeah.